Hi, Holly Perkins, and today I have for you the new rules of weight loss when strength training. So we use this word lose weight, weight loss. We use that on a regular basis, but I want to get really clear on what we're talking about here. Are you actually trying to lose weight on the scale? Do you actually care about that? Take a moment and ask yourself that for real, because you need to know your answer, yes or no. Or is it that you don't really care about the number on the scale, but you want to be smaller, tighter, leaner? Okay, now I know those sound similar, but they're actually quite different, and your strategy is going to be different depending on what you want, because you might actually want to see 10 pounds lighter on the scale, and that is okay. But it's really important to be clear on what you're going after because it determines your strategy. If your goal is to see that number go down on the scale, it's critical that you're strength training, but you only want to be strength training about 2 times per week, hitting your entire body twice per week. You want to be focusing on workouts where the repetitions are a bit higher and you're keeping your heart rate up and you are circuit training. You also want to keep an eye on your calories. You're going to have to be in calorie restriction in order to lose weight. And you're going to want to be using a little bit more cardio to take that body fat off and get the weight down on the scale. That is absolutely one strategy, and that might work for you. Now, the alternative, which I am a much bigger fan of, is forgetting the scale. Who cares what you weigh if you look good, if you're in the jeans that you want to be in, if you feel energetic and strong and free of aches and pains? Does it really matter what the actual number is? I don't think so. In that case, what we're talking about is body composition. We're talking about bringing up your lean muscle mass so that you're smaller, tighter, and leaner. And when we bring that muscle mass up, it will then bring your body fat down. But you need to be aware of this process because it's different than what I described a moment ago. If what you want is to be smaller, tighter, leaner, and meaner, you want to be strength training 3 to 4 times per week. You want to slow it down and focus on heavier weights, lower repetitions, where you are really building up your lean muscle mass. Now, there's going to be a phase of time, it might be a month, it might be 2 months, where the body weight on the scale doesn't change. That's why I'm a fan of getting rid of that scale, because what's going to happen is we're going to bring up your lean muscle mass, and then it will bring down the body fat. You're going to end up being a smaller person that's more compact, more athletic, better looking, but your body weight on the scale might be exactly the same. Your body weight might even be a little bit heavier. Now, your body weight is probably going to ultimately drop down, but again, if you are in the dream dress, if you are in the pair of skinny jeans that you love, does it matter if you're there and you weigh 300 pounds? Who cares? You're where you want to be, right? So think about that because it really does determine the protocol. And while I am a fan of leaning into your strength training and really increasing the lean muscle mass, I also honor and respect you if you really just want to see the scale lower and a body weight number that is smaller. This really is the recipe for lifelong progress. You want to be focusing first on your 3 to 4 strength workouts every single week. You want to be dialing in your macros. You want your calories to be a wee on the low side, and you want to only use your cardio to feel good and for heart health. You're not burning off body fat anymore. Now the name of the game is build up that lean muscle mass so that it can take off the body fat. I hope this helps. I would love to hear from you. Did you know that my Live with Holly episodes are now on YouTube? So if you wanted to check me out in my Live with Holly, but you're not on Facebook, you can now find me on YouTube. Holly Perkins on YouTube. All of my Live with Holly episodes are going to be up there, And if you want to chime in live, I will be live tomorrow on Instagram and Facebook. We'll be talking about this topic and I will be answering your questions. This is the opportunity for you to get live, free coaching directly from me. So I hope you will join me 4 p.m. Eastern every Wednesday on Facebook and Instagram. I hope to see you tomorrow.